Have you ever had a moment where reality felt strangely familiar, as if you'd seen it before? Like a fleeting dream that later unfolded before your eyes. Now imagine that feeling, but on a scale so vast it defies logic. Predictions made decades or even centuries ago, it came true with terrifying precision. These aren't just lucky guesses or vague prophecies. They're detailed, almost scientific visions of the future that leave us wondering, is time really as fixed as we think, or can some minds pierce through it? Take Jules Verne, for example. In the 1800s, when steam engines were cutting-edge technology, he wrote about submarines traversing the ocean depths and humans traveling to the moon in a projectile shot from a massive cannon. Critics dismissed it as fantasy, yet today, submarines are commonplace, and his description of a lunar launch down to the number of astronauts and the Florida launch site mirrored the Apollo program with unsettling accuracy. How could a man from the 19th century envision space travel so precisely? Was it genius, intuition, or something beyond our understanding? Then there's Nikola Tesla, the enigmatic inventor whose ideas seemed to leap ahead of his time. In 1901, he imagined a world where people carried handheld devices capable of instant global communication. At the time, even radio was in its infancy, and the notion of a pocket-sized communicator seemed absurd. Yet here we are, with smartphones that not only connect us across continents, but also contain more knowledge than all the libraries of Tesla's era combined. He even dreamed of wireless energy transmission, a concept still being perfected today with wireless charging pads. Tesla's mind operated on a frequency most of us can't even fathom. Was he simply ahead of his time? Or did he have a glimpse of the world to come? The predictions aren't confined to gadgets and science. Sometimes, they creep into the realm of history with spine-chilling specificity. In 1932, a satirical piece in The New Yorker joked about a future president named Donald Trump who'd rule like a strong man. At the time, it was pure parody. No one could have imagined it as prophecy. Yet decades later, Trump's presidency and the controversies around his leadership style made that satirical prediction feel eerily prescient. Coincidence? Maybe. But it's hard to shake the feeling that some jokes carry a shadow of truth we don't see until it's too late. Even more unsettling are the predictions that foretold tragedy. In 1898, author Morgan Robertson penned Futility, a novel about an unsinkable luxury liner named the Titan that struck an iceberg and sank on its maiden voyage. 14 years later, the Titanic met the same fate, down to the lack of lifeboats and the hubris surrounding its design. The parallels were so exact that people accused Robertson of clairvoyance. He insisted it was just research and common sense, but how could he have gotten so many details right by chance? It's as if he'd glimpsed a page from a history book that hadn't been written yet. Science fiction, too, has a habit of bleeding into reality. In 1968, 2001, A Space Odyssey depicted astronauts using flat-screen monitors, video calls, and tablet-like devices called newspads. At the time, computers filled entire rooms, and the idea of a portable screen seemed laughable. Yet today, we swipe through tablets and hold video conferences as casually as breathing. Even HAL 9000, the film's rogue AI, feels less like fiction and more like a cautionary tale as we grapple with the ethics of artificial intelligence. Did Arthur C. Clarke and Stanley Kubrick predict the future, or did they inspire it? The line between the two is blurrier than we'd like to admit. Then there are the predictions that come not from logic, but from dreams, visions so vivid they feel like memories of events yet to happen. Mark Twain once dreamed of his brother's death in a steamboat explosion. He dismissed it as nonsense until months later. The dream played out in reality, down to the smallest detail. Twain later wrote, "The two dreams were identical in every respect." Was it a cruel trick of the mind, or proof that time isn't as linear as we believe? Stories like these force us to confront the uncomfortable idea that the future might not be as uncertain as we think. So what does it all mean? Are these predictions just freak accidents, the result of millions of ideas ensuring some will inevitably match reality? Or is there something more profound at work, a hidden thread connecting certain minds across time? Whether it's genius, intuition, or something beyond science, one thing is clear: the past is littered with people who saw the future with startling clarity. And if they could do it, who's to say the next great prediction isn't already out there, waiting to unfold? The most mind-blowing part isn't that these prophecies came true, it's that we still don't know how.
Hey there, if you're enjoying this video and appreciate the effort behind it, don't forget to like this video. It really helps the channel grow, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you never miss an update. Oh, and one more thing, share this video with your friends. Spread the love and support. Alright, now let's get back to the video. Let me know if you want any tweaks.